viewers. Welcome to episode 29 of Girl Talk Weekly. We're your hosts. I'm Heather.
And I'm Lola, filling in for Julia today. We're coming to you live for today's episode. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.
And if you're new to Girl Scouts, no worries. This show will give you a taste of what Girl Scouts is all about.
That's right. And we'd love to have you as our sister in Girl Scouts. We'll be sure to drop a link down below for you to find out more information on how you can join.
So, Lola, how was your Thanksgiving break?
Well, Heather, my Thanksgiving was really, really good. It looked a little different this year, but I had my sisters here and my husband. I cooked a really big meal, and my favorite dish was the macaroni and cheese.
Well, that sounds great.
Well, how was yours? How did your Thanksgiving go? Did you get your fill of friends and family and food?
I wish I had friends over. It was just my parents and my husband, and yeah, we really went all out. We cooked a nice meal, and I decorated the dining room and tried to make it, really good, as good as I could.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you had a great time.
Yeah, you too. Well, there are plenty of good times to come because Christmas is just around the corner. And some other fun dates in our council are coming up too. But let's take a look at some important dates coming up for girls in our council.
That's right, Heather. So first up, we have Girl Scouts Got Talent. It's almost coming to a close, and girls still have time to submit their videos to their troop leaders for the first round of voting. Troops should then submit their videos to their communities starting on December 7th.
And remember, the grand prize winner for the contest will receive a paid trip to Universal Studios in Orlando or in Hollywood. So be sure to submit your videos to your troop leader because you do not want to miss this opportunity.
And lastly, thanks to our friends and supporters at Sempra LNG, joining Girl Scouts has never been easier. This year, every girl in our Southeast Texas community can receive the gift of Girl Scouts and register for a free membership during the month of December.
So if you've always wanted to invite your friends or family to join you in Girl Scouts, now is the best time to invite them and get them in on the Girl Scout fun.
For more information on redeeming your free Girl Scout membership, visit the link below.
And I think that's all we have for today's news.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what do we have planned for today, Heather?
Well, I thought since this is our first episode in December that we could use today to, really get into the holiday spirit.
That sounds like so much fun. So what gets you in the most festive mood?
Well, in our last episode, Julia and I discussed some family traditions for the holidays, and my family has a little tradition where we always decorate for Christmas right after Thanksgiving.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Do you have any pictures you can share?
Yes, of course. Here we go. So this is the outside of my house. And yeah, we spent Thanksgiving decorating it, making it all festive.
That snowman is just amazing.
Thank you. He's almost 8 feet tall. He's super big. Yeah, he fell over from last night's rainstorm, so I gotta go get him, fix him. So my mom and I worked on putting these together. The garland on the fireplace and on the stairs, we decorated it and, made it really pretty.
Oh my God, you guys are so creative. You're going to have to make me a garland.
I will, girl, I will. So we also got some other pictures to share from our council staff members. So let's take a look.
And here is Jean's holiday decorations. Aren't they gorgeous?
They are gorgeous. I love the holiday topper on the Christmas tree and the decorations on the shelf. She's got an entire collection. That is so impressive.
Yes, it is. And this next one comes from Marcos at council. He made a Christmas tree with Pokemon. How?
What? Oh my goodness, that is just too cute. Gotta catch them all. Um, well, I love all of these photos and seeing how others are getting into the holiday spirit. If you would like to share your photos of your Christmas tree, your lights, decorations, or how you're getting into the holiday spirit, please share it with us.
Oh, yes, please do. You can email your photos to the address below. We'd love to see how your family is getting into the festive spirit. And who knows, maybe your photos will be featured on the next episode of Girl Talk Weekly.
Oh, I can't wait to see photos that we get submitted. Please do it. And if there's anything I love, it's Christmas. Oh, and puppies. So maybe if you also want to share photos of your puppies or kittens in Santa hats, that would be great.
Yes, please send in your photos for Heather's sake. And I also have a really fun and quick activity that I'd like to do to help us get more into the holiday spirit.
What? Yes, let's do it.
Awesome. So for this activity, we will be making snowflakes that you can use to decorate. And all you would need is a blank piece of paper and a pair of scissors. And girls, remember, if you're a daisy or a brownie, be sure to have some parental supervision. I'll toss up the materials up on the screen and we can get started.
Okay, let me go get some materials. I want to make them.
So as Heather gets ready to follow us along, I'll show you some of the snowflakes that I made earlier. And I got to tell you, I'm super proud of them. So here are some of my snowflakes. And yes, I did that all by myself with just scissors and a piece of paper.
Those look great.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So now for this activity, what you're going to want to do is, so just make sure you follow along with me and we're going to make our own personal snowflakes. So I have a piece of paper and it's in the shape of a rectangle. We're going to want to get this sheet of paper so it could be a square. So what you're going to do is fold one end of the piece of paper into the bottom of the paper like this, where you still have a little bit of paper remaining at the bottom, maybe like 2 inches or so. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure you fold it and then ensure that your line is creased, because those lines are very, very important to how our snowflake looks at the end. So this is what you should have if you folded your piece of paper. Then you're going to grab your pair of scissors and cut the bottom of the piece of paper like this. So Heather, this was my first time since I think elementary school that I made a snowflake. So I had to practice a couple times before I got it right. But as long as you keep practicing, girls, it doesn't matter if it's not perfect the first time. Just don't give up. So this is what our piece of paper looks like. I'm going to unfold it so you see that it's now a square. So fold it back into the shape using the crease that you just created. And now you're going to hold your sheet of paper like this so you have a triangle. So use one end of the piece of paper and fold it into the other end. So we get a smaller triangle. We're going to make a couple triangles today. So this is what I now have. And we're going to do one more triangle. So take this part of the piece of paper, this point of it, and fold it into the other end at the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just making our foundation. So this is the shape that I now have. So we're going to unfold the piece of paper, and you should have a crease right here in the middle. This crease is going to be what guides you in the next step. So you're going to pick one side of your triangle and fold it to the middle of the crease like this. So, and fold it to the point in the middle. So this is what you now have. The piece of paper that you didn't fold, you're just going to put that over the folded piece like this. Doesn't this kind of look like the Star Trek symbol, or even like a paper plane?
Yeah, it does.
So now that we have this piece, make sure everything is smoothed out and you have creased it. You're going to pick up your pair of scissors and cut off the flap at the bottom. No particular shape. Just make sure the excess paper that is at the bottom is cut off. So now I'm going to cut off a little piece at the bottom in the shape of a triangle across the other sheet, just like that. And now you can start decorating. And how you decorate is just cut different sheets. Different shapes into the sheet of paper. And then make sure that if you want a circle in the middle of your snowflake, when you unfold it, you're going to cut off the tip here at the top. Just a small cut is perfect. And that's one method. I'm going to show you the method that's a little bit more complicated. So you'll start from this section, and you just fold this piece into half. So you'll have a shape much like this. Now you can start cutting. And when you cut here, you're going to make sure that your cuts are pretty close together and small so that we can get a lot of our design into the snowflake. Also, girls, remember, cut off the top of your piece of paper so you can have a hole in the middle of your snowflake. So you just cut it to however you want it to be. Make sure that you cut down a little hard because we've folded the paper a couple of times, so it's pretty thick. So just make sure you really get in there when you're cutting.
Well, Lola, I don't think mine looks as good as you.
Oh no, it's okay. You can try again later. This is what mine looks like though, Heather. I think I'm a snowflake professional now.
I think you are. That is so beautiful. Mine looks not as beautiful.
It's okay. It looks good. Great job, Heather.
Thank you. You know what? These would actually make great Christmas tree decorations.
Yeah, that is a great idea. We'd love to see the snowflakes our viewers made while following along. So you can send in the photos to the same address as below. And that email is right there.
Yes. Thank you so much, Lola, for taking us through this activity. And I cannot wait to see if viewer snowflakes turned out better than this one.
Me either.
And that, Girl Scouts and viewers, is just about it for today's episode. Remember to invite your friends and family to join us in Girl Scouts this season by redeeming their free Girl Scout membership during December.
Yes, and be sure to like, follow, and subscribe for future episodes of Girl Talk Weekly.
Well, until next time, we're your hosts. I'm Heather.
And I'm Lola, yours in Girl Scouting. Bye.
Bye.